Hi guys and girls and anybody else who happens to be watching this. Yes, I keep making promises about doing more videos. Never seems to materialise. Mostly work gets in the way. I only do a 4-day week. As from November, I'm becoming semi-retired, so I'm going down to 3 days a week working in my job. I do love baking. It's like it's always been good to me. I've loved the trade. Um, Over the last 20 years, I've seen a decline in what I call good baking. There's a lot of artisan bakers out there that do wonderful jobs, and you do pay a premium price for the loaf, but they're doing a grand job. If it appears that I'm not looking at you directly, it's because on the iPad the camera is on that side. It'd be great if I could do some sort of software where you're looking in at the screen, where so that you're looking at the, you know what I mean. Anyway, so what have I been doing of late? Now that's a good thing. Now I've been making my own bacon. I might even do a video on that, or show you the process. It'll take about a week. The actual making of bacon takes about a fortnight, and it's wonderful. I will never ever go back to buying shop bought bacon again. It's just there is a definite um, difference in taste and texture. There's no water that comes out because you don't add any water into it. You don't use any liquid brine. It's a dry cure, and it comes out beautiful. It's mostly streaky bacon I make. I've yet to try doing back bacon. I get the guys at work to bone me out a belly once every couple of months, and it's great. People I've given the bacon to, as well as gifts and that, have said it's really nice stuff. I'm into making kefir now, which is a type of fermented milk. Very nice, probiotic, does your stomach good. And making kombucha, which is fermented tea, really nice. And of course sauerkraut, and what have you. I've got a lovely little book. It's a River Cottage Book of Fermentation. It deals with making sauerkrauts, different probiotic stuff, sourdough breads. I don't make sourdough bread at home. It's not that I can't make it, it's the fact is that my oven, though it will cook a meal, it's just not got the robustness for cooking bread. It's not a very good oven for that. Doesn't hold its heat well. We don't roast much in our oven. We do roast potatoes, roast vegetables. Most of the meat that I eat is, if it's a joint, it gets done mostly in the slow cooker. Sauerkraut. I've been making sauerkraut for quite a while now, and it's dead easy. Bucket of shredded cabbage, couple of teaspoons of salt. Just work it around for about 30 minutes to an hour. Put a lid on it, compress it so the cabbage is under the brine. Let it sit there for about 3-4 days to a week, and then jar it off, stick it in the fridge. So as I say, I've got other things on the go as well. I make labneh, which is basically natural yogurt put through a muslin, left overnight so all the whey drips out. You stir salt into the yogurt, and then you strain it out, and that's quite nice. It's quite a nice cream cheese actually, very tasty, and you can stir things into it, like dukkha, bit of sumac maybe, and a few herbs on the top, bit of olive oil, really nice. Weaving, I've been doing some weaving. I've had a loom upstairs sitting in my man cave for about 4 or 5 years now. I've woven one thing. I wove a shawl for my mum, and it was such a large loom, it overwhelmed me for when I was setting it up. And while on holiday earlier this year, or a couple of months back, I saw a small a small Ashford sample it loom, and I made that with it. If I start from that end, big tassels, go along, big scarf basically. For second big weaving project, I've got some what they call inkle looms upstairs, and I've done inkle bands in the past. But I've got so much. I get in from work and I feel a bit tired, and of course, if you're tired and you start weaving, you start making mistakes on the weave. Some of the mistakes you can cover up, but if you're doing pattern weaving like Sami bands, inkle bands, stuff from Scandinavia, some of the mistakes can be noticeable. So, but I shall get back into that. Bushcraft, well, still do it, though not as intensely. I look upon bushcraft as a gateway to other things. Like my photography, I'm getting back into that. I had a windfall, sad windfall. It's an inheritance really, and I've managed to purchase myself some good photographic equipment. A decent telephoto lens, 150 to 600mm lens, Sigma, a good wide angle, 10 to 20mm wide angle lens, and a couple of other bits and pieces, so I can get into doing more photography, focusing mostly on macro and wildlife photography, but landscapes as well, and whatever happens to fall in front of the camera, basically. I do enjoy it, playing around with it. I'm not much into post-production. I've got GIMP, and looking at post-production, yeah, maybe have a jiggle around with it, try and enhance a few things, but on the whole, I like what I see through the lens goes. It's sometimes I might want to lighten the picture up or darken it down a bit, but post-production you can spend a lot of time fiddling around with the picture. You put it up, but my photography is my photography. I look for ideas from other people, and there are people online that just blow me away sometimes when I'm looking at their pictures. I think, well, I'd like to be able to do something like that. So I need to get out, early in the morning, early evening. It's a bit like fishing. Midday gets a bit flat, but early morning, early evening, you can certainly get some good pictures. What else was I going to say? I say, as the bushcraft goes, as the bushcraft goes, it's it's a gateway. Some people just. I've got Ray Mears' new book, Wilderness Chef, very good. Highly recommend it. And I'll be going through some of the books that I bought lately, mostly nature stuff. I want to focus a little bit more on the natural world, and just see what pops up. I've got 3 doggies that keep me company, and my good lady who will star in some of my videos maybe. What more can I say? I've witted on a bit. I'm just putting my head up above the parapet to let you know I'm here. I've got some chores to do. I've got to ball up some wool. This wool I've had for about 4 years was a huge ball. In fact, what I'll do is I'll show you. It's about that big. I mean, what I'm going to do is ball it up into smaller balls. I've got enough there to make some other projects. I enjoyed the weaving. The weaving is immensely good. I have a little bit of music on the background. At the moment, I've got some Baroque adagios playing. I like my Baroque music. Oh, I'm in a band. The band, I'm afraid, during this COVID crisis, the band has had to call a halt to practice and gigs. Very sad. I was just really starting to nail it down, and I haven't had the trombone out of the case for the last few months, which is sad really, but I've got to sort the man cave out. I've got a lot of little projects on the go. I've got some jewellery making projects to do. I've got some resin crafting projects. I'm halfway through Pegluming a rug. I just sort of like feel about that. I have to wait until I wear a bit of clothing out, then I'll tear it into strips, put that into the rag rug. Other than that, I'm still alive, guys, just about. And I'll see you all later.